No. Angazi sizobona. Sothembela ispirit. Okay, sure. Sister Thandazani. Unjani mfethu?
I'm good, how are you?
Ngikhona.
Great, thanks.
Hawu sisizobonana komagoli manje.
Literally,
Hawu
from
madoda.
Peter Maris back to Joburg. Love it for us.
Hey, yazi mfethu unestory mfethu noma umuntu athi umemcabanga abe nalento resilience because umpilo ngintroduce mfethu kuwo wayesekhulumile ngawo ukuthi khona usisi kanjeni esikoleni. And imfethu angazi ngempela ukuthi nale ngqoqo soqala lapha but mfethu izinto ku-life ake kwena ziyangimangaza ngoba mfethu ubuse UKZN you know mhlawumbe kumuntu ongazi uThandazani and indaba yebhizinisi mfethu iqale kanjani?
Sure.
Uzungena nje ibhizinisi njengoba usomabhizinisi omkhulu kangaka.
Wow. Oh, thank you so much for that. I believe that the entrepreneurship journey or entrepreneurial journey was actually instilled by my grandmother. She's late, unfortunately. And thank you so much. I was so sad when we were having a lunch last week. I was like, "Uhambe ngasabonanga," and all the works that she had put. And today we are here. It started by seeing abantu besifazane belima and her being the main person and esifundisa sithatha izinto ekhaya sihambe soyidayisa esikoleni so imali or having an idea ukuthi actually you can make money from what you are making or mhlambe nezinto ezilimayo or whatever oyenza ngezandla zakho and then that's where it actually started. When I got to varsity, started selling muffins around campus, and that's where the Food by the Gift brand was born. So yeah.
If mhlawumbe singabuyela back kugogo la umuntu ekhulele khona abanye bethu bekuba nalezi zinto kungathi emakhaya mawukuthi khona izinto ezidayiswayo kuba ngathi siyahlupheka yabo ube nalento ukuthi mhlawumbe abangani bami bayadlala mina nginalento enginterestwe ngayo ukuthi ufana ngiyenze ibe kanjani kuwena lonto ukuthi ugogo kuyenzeka kube nomuntu owugogo wesibusiso but kuwena njengengane ihlale ongazi ukuthi I wish I could be like abangani bami mhlawumbe yabo uthola ukuthi khona izinto installwa kuwena uzoyibona 20 years from now wena usayingane at that point in time yini obuyibona ngenkathi ugogo enza zonke lezi zinto.
Right, actually you explained it quite correctly. Because ekhaya imarket be like 18. Mina abangani bami bengivakashela emarket. So everything used to happen lapha emarket and it came with so much responsibility and it taught me to be focused in life. And from a very young age, I was entrusted with so much responsibility. I don't want to lie. So as much as I remember crying though one day, I was like, Gogo, mina ngifika late esikoleni ngiphethe ngisindele espinach ngiyagijima and all of that and she was like vuka early.
Wow, solution just like that.
Solution that's vuka early ukuze ungagijimi and ufike on time esikoleni and you were able to sell. I was like, you know, so I think that's what planted the spirit of resilience. Actually make a way, find a way, make it work. Like I don't know how you're going to make it work, but giving up is not an option. So out of all of those things, I think I learned from a very young age, actually you can build something of your own from a very young age. And I remember saying, I want to have a business because I was inspired by her, but I didn't know of what. And then when I got to varsity, that came. So yeah, that's basically the journey.
So in business, varsity, were you doing muffins for the first time at varsity? No, it's something that you had started before?
First time.
And what prompted that? Because normally at varsity, you're like, hey, I'm occupied with the Nwati, so let me focus on Nwati. What prompted you to say varsity, to spread your wings to venture into something else? What prompted that?
Right. So I remember very well, first 6 months were okay. Then the 6th month, which was June, I struggled financially. So now I had to ask from my cousin, ask from my nane, and then I remember asking from my mom and she said, the only money I have right now is 300 rand. And she gave that money to me. I remember going withdrawal and praying, to God, what can I do to multiply this money so that I don't keep on coming back or going back to my parents and all of that. And then God said, I've given you experience. I've given you ingqondo. So see what you can do with your hands. And it was specifically on my hands. I was like, my hands, I didn't even know how to cook. I had nothing to do with cooking. And then I was like, let me just go. And then it was an ideality. I'm going to go and buy izinto and bake and sell muffins around campus. And I used to go, whenever I was tired of like facing my students, I used to go to police station. I think it's a Pelham or something. Police station, and I had friends. I'm a police, and I was Mazulu, something, all of that. And then that's how the networking part as well. They would also refer other people in other departments as well. And I was like, okay, I can make money out of this, and I'll be able to cover my needs basically. So yeah, that's how it started.
Ngikhumbula ngisasenyuvesi khona e-UKZN PMP.
Right.
E-Cornerstone. Babe ngicelile ukuthi ngiyokhuhla ceiling board lapha. So engangikhuhla ceiling board uvithika ebusweni bami sengimhlophe, and some of the guys I work engifunda nabo sebengibona lapha ngingcolile. Yabo nje bengizizwa ngingekho right, yabo. So wena business ngaleso sikhathi, how did you feel ukuthi you run a business on campus? At times you wanna portray picture tile about us, and then usu run a business, at times kuyahluka, at times ngaye into ngathi ayinankinga, but komunye umuntu engafeel ngathi yabo angazi, yabo nje ngathi manje mhlambe isingiveza ngathi nginenkinga, so to speak, you know.
I actually did go through that. And it was such a struggle. Ngize ngishintshe indawo ngiye police station, and it's because I was running away from that.
Wow.
On some days I like, I don't feel like facing students. I don't feel like begging, like, hi, I'll leave my friend 5 rand. And abantu bahlukene saying no. It's always 10 at least. So it was actually a challenge, don't wanna lie, but I didn't have a choice. I had to make it work. I was like, mangibuka ama options ami ngibona ukuthi ngathi le izongilimaza angayi la. Ngathi le izongisebenzela, let me stick with it. And it might give something big in the next turn or whatever it is. And ngomusa kaNkulunkulu it did.
Beautiful. So from muffin esikoleni, what happened after that? Like a journey from udayisa esikoleni to where you are now. Mhlawumbe ungastruggle your journey.
Okay, so I started doing platters. It's a student fellowship. Okay, I was head of catering because of selling muffins around campus. And then they needed platters, finger food. There was a meeting, and then I did platters. I put them together. I took pictures, and I posted on Facebook. And people were like, "What? Are you selling these?" I was like, "Am I selling them?" And all of that, because I was just doing it because and all of that. And then I actually started doing more research around it, and then I started doing finger foods. I get more departments actually asking for my services, corner school in UKZN, and then other people as well who are not even in the university started to see what I was doing, and then they placing orders and all of that, and then they would share, and then I'll get more referrals, and that's how the business grew. I remember this one time, it was 2017 December, because I registered my company the following year. We catered for 900 people in Durban, and it was platters, and that was through a referral from someone who saw me on campus, and that's where the business grew. And I was like, okay, I can make money, like good money, not just muffin money. It was I 30 rand, I 100 rand, like good money. And then I grew from there. I was like, okay, let me explore other things. Cooked meals now, and then we did pre-packed meals. Then there was COVID, and then we were doing packed meals. I remember we even catered for Company Nompilo where she was working for the packed meals and all of that. Then we grew the business from then, and then people started placing orders for weddings now. I have a wedding, can you please cater for us? I was like, you know, I was just and then it grew from there, honestly. Got bookings, different places, Richards Bay, Mpangeni, from back home. I remember even coming to Joburg through catering while I was still in KZN. And I was like, these people really believe in me.
Wow.
And I started to also believe in myself even further. Then I grew the business. Long story short, I moved to Joburg. It was because of work, and then I left my job, and then I focused fully on the business. And today we have our own shop, our cafe. That's where you can get all our services. At the back is the production kitchen. I still feel like it's a crazy thing talking about it, because from where we started to where we are today.
Umpilo ezoba ne-TED talk laphana. Ngakubona uhamba kanjena ngazi ukuthi hayi lo sisi usihamba ngemoto manje laphana business lakhe manje selidlondlobala ukuthi usihamba athi kanjena umeshayela ngathi hayibo.
and
But
yeah.
mhlawumbe sesisogoqa. Into engayinothisa kakhulu ngawe, especially with business lakho. This was my observation. You never carried this thing yokuthi ngicela ningidabukele, you know. Business lakho laba ne-excellence from day one. Whether bekuwa mama-fins, isithombe sakhona, excellence ngale ndlela lena. And every time ngibona iy'thombe zomsebenzi wakho, it's just excellence. Ngisho usudeliver emsebenzini. Usike saba nokudla kwakho kuma-book launch wethu. It's just excellence mfethu. Mhlawumbe sesivala ngicela ukhulume nge-excellence mhlawumbe nomuntu obukelayo manje onebhizinisi naliranayo angenzi nje ukwenzela but lento i-excellence ukuthi mhlawumbe ibaluleke kanjani.
Sure. Yo, thank you so much for that. I truly appreciate it. I believe so much in excellence.
Yeah.
And also branding and packaging. I want to be different from the next person.
Yeah.
I want to be different from the next service provider. So I'll do my research to see what is it that they're not doing right that I can do right to be able to put my business in a position where it stands out.
Yeah.
So with the background of business, because I did BBA, Bachelor of Business Administrations in school, and then become honors in entrepreneurship, I learned different things and I was like, I definitely need to instill them in my business.
Yeah.
But also seeing things, I don't know, ngeso angazi singayibeka kanjani indaba ye-excellence guys ukuthi it goes such a long way. Iyona ekuvulela iminyango. And I know for sure ukuthi if you put in effort and making sure ukuthi you are set apart from any other business kwi-industry yakho, you definitely go far. And excellence will open more doors for you. Excel even if you're delivering one muffin. Excel even if you're delivering cookies. Make it look, make it some like umuntu akhumbule ukuthi yo, I remember how that thing was packaged. It's the little things, the details. Write a personalized letter to that person you're delivering to. So it's those little things that ezenza ukuthi ustand out in business and also abantu ba prefer wena ukusebenzisa service yakho. But I love what I do, so I always try to make sure ukuthi ngiyayipolisha. And yeah, thank you so much.
Kwabafuna ukwazi in terms of business lakho nama contact details nokuthi ni serve yiphi region. Yabo nje yonke leyo mniningwane. Yeah.
Okay, so am I looking there?
Yeah, sure, please. Yeah.
Okay, so you can find us on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok is Food by the Gift, or my personal page is Thandazani Zulu. We basically cater for all kind of events, your production catering, your corporate catering, your weddings, and also different kind of events as I've mentioned. We do meal preps as well, so that's why we're focusing on the health and wellness side of things. That's where we're selling our foods every Mondays and Wednesdays. And at our cafe, oh my gosh, saying it is crazy. At our cafe, we have all of those meals as well from Monday to Friday. So you can find us at Riversend Incubation Hub. And yeah, please do come through. Thank you so much for the opportunity.
Gracias. Mina Spanish.
Right. Thank you so much for learning.